Am I the arsehole for leaving my date at the restaurant after what he did? I, 27, went on a first date with a guy, 30, I met through a dating app. We'd been talking for about 2 weeks and he seemed normal, funny, polite, no red flags. We met at a mid-range restaurant. Nothing fancy, but not cheap either. Things were going fine until the food arrived. As soon as the waiter walked away, my date pulled out a small bottle from his jacket pocket. I thought it was hot sauce or something. Nope, it was hand sanitizer. He pumped it directly onto his fork, then his knife, then wiped his hands. Then, this is not a joke, sprayed the edge of my plate and said, "Just being safe." I laughed awkwardly because I thought he was kidding. He wasn't. He then told me he does this at every restaurant because he doesn't trust how dishes are cleaned. He said if I wanted, he could sanitize my food too. I said no thanks. He looked genuinely offended and told me I was being reckless with my health. At that point, I was already uncomfortable, but it got worse. Every time the waiter came back, my date would sanitize his hands again, loudly, like full-on squish, squish, squish sound. Other tables were staring. Halfway through the meal, he asked if I'd had my tonsils removed. When I asked why, he said, "You look like someone who gets throat infections." I put my fork down, stood up, told him this wasn't going to work, and left cash for my portion of the bill. He later texted me saying I embarrassed him, overreacted, and that I should have been grateful he cares about hygiene. Now he's telling mutual friends that I walked out over basic cleanliness. So, AITA,